Sabi ni Ma'am Christine, the walls are closing in on the BBM admin. So much so, he had to do a dinner with the AFP. Photos surrounded by MIU higher-ups don't look like strength. The BBM moves always solidify weakness. Well said, Ma'am Christine. I love it when she explains things this way. So, totoo yan. There are photographs. They're still floating around the internet when President Duterte went to Marawi. And what happened? Dinumog siya ng mga sundalo, not just the officers. He was surrounded not just by the officers, but by our, by all ranks of officers. Wow. And everybody trying to take a picture, everybody trying to be close to him, even the kids running up to him. You cannot buy that kind of love. You cannot buy that kind of response from people. You can't manufacture that. You can't have a picture surrounded by officers and say, I'm popular. No. Sabi ni Elle, hi, watching from Singapore, and tumaan ako sa Dolomite Beach bago bumalik dito. It was beautiful. Kaya nga, di ba? It still is. Sabi ni Betty, hi attorney, sa lahat ng chismis dito ang may sense. Oo nga eh. Yan mo. Inaakusahan tayo na nagchichismis lang tayo. Oh, sige, fine. Chismis ito if that's what you think. But if it's chismis, why are you so afraid of us? Sabi ni Awi, we must look at the situation from a different angle. Everything that's happening now is a major wake-up call for all Filipinos. Ginigising tayo sa katarantaduhan ng ating gobyerno. I'm pretty sure we're all awake by now. The next thing is what to do. Sabi ni Renato, di ko aalisin ang malasakit ni Tatay Digong. Pilipinas Mother Birth says, Duterte legacy, Dolomite, just look around. Sabi ni Mitchko, our country will be in full reset once Marcos is, huwag naman ousted kasi that's illegal, gone. Sabi ni Aline, nahihirapan talaga sila sa Duterte, kitang-kita mo talaga sa effort nila sa paninira. Exactly. Why would they bother? Bakit kailangan nilang manira kung hindi naman sila threat? Okay. So, again, bantayan natin yung mga options ng mga Marcos, and they're very limited now. Oh, there's one more pala. They will try filing cases against ordinary people. Yung para lang to remind us that they can do this to us. Okay? So, my advice will always be careful what you post online. Make sure that what you're posting is within the bounds of the law. Okay? And madalas naman natin pinag-uusapan yung mga yan. You can check the mga previous lives natin na kung saan yung mga saan yung mga boundaries natin. Sabi ni Dilo, the public's anger had not yet over flood control corruption had not yet subsided when the DTI secretary added fuel to the fire by insulting Filipinos with the statement that 500 pesos is sufficient to celebrate their most special holiday. BBM is drowning as F. Sabi ni Bok, sino po ang VP? Could possibly be ni President Sara. She will choose from Congress. So, could be Senator Marcoleta. It could be, somebody from Congress. We don't know. Could be anybody. But it will have to come from the legislature. Sabi ni Boss Lemon TV, the anti-Duterte dilemma. If Duterte isn't released, Sara wins. If Duterte is released, Sara still and returns to the Philippines, Sara still wins. If Duterte dies in The Hague, Sara still wins. So whatever will be the scenario until 2028, undeniably, Sara still wins. Sabi ni Hansky, did the system fail us or is there still hope? Guys, one of the biggest fallacies is that the system fails us. Who runs these systems? Sa totoo lang, whenever I look at our laws, marami tayong batas na magaganda talaga. Anti-corruption laws, ganyan. Meron pa tayong separate system just for government officials. Takin nyo yun, ha? But in the end, it's people who fail us. It is people who fail us. Kasi ang ganda-ganda ng batas natin. Pero pag tumanggap ng pera yung tao na yun, it screws up everything. For example, and this is a rare occurrence, let's say judge, bigyan mo para mag-acquit. So what legal convolutions have to be done in order to justify that release? And sometimes that legal convolution can be upheld by the higher court and becomes part of the law of the land. We're screwed. What about, sa mga biddings? O sige, sabi, dapat, matanggal na yung mga maraming padding dyan sa Takot na takot tayo na baka kumita yung contractor. When actually, dapat kumita yung contractor. Ang mali, hindi dapat nagbibigay yan dun sa mga opisyales. At hindi dapat nang hihingi yung mga opisyales. Yet, is there a law that you can say, di ba, in your law, the official should not ask money from the contractor, and yet it happens. Nakashima says, and what the Supreme Court doing after all the executive and legislative have failed us? The Supreme Court is a passive body. It can only act on cases filed before it. It will not take the lead. It will never, give an opinion. Hindi yan mag-e-epal because that defeats the entire mandate of the court. So, guys, stop thinking that the Supreme Court can do something affirmative, meaning to take action. They cannot. They can only act on cases filed before them. Stop thinking that they can ride in with a sword and start striking people down. No. The Supreme Court is not the counterbalance to the executive or legislative. It is the counterbalance to everybody, including us. Sabi ni Perlito, new LTO chief rewarded as a member of the group effort for bringing Tatay Digong to The Hague. Ayan na nga. So, remember their names. Don't allow them to have a political career after this. Sabi ni Ma'am Christine, and the optics of piles of money returned by the DPWH guy versus DTI secretary saying 500 pesos for Noche Buena. How ill. Optics governance na nga lang can't even do it right. Hi, Miss Miriam. Hi kay Edwin. Sabi niya na-block siya sa TikTok. Okay. But I can do it only after this one. Is that, ano yung name mo sa TikTok? Wala yung ano ko dito. So, you might have to remind me again kung makalimutan kong gawin, ha? Merlove says, if the system fails us, then we're left with no option but to be assertive. We shall not be silent, for if we adopt Wapakel's attitude, that means we allow them to walk all over us. Wag na! Correct. Edwin 5. I have to remind myself. Kung makalimutan ko, tomorrow, remind me again, ha? Wala kasi akong notebook dito, eh. So, again, this administration continues to fail us. They fail us in healthcare by stealing the money. Hanggang ngayon, wala pa silang inaamin na meron silang sinole na pera na dapat para sa PhilHealth. Hindi nga dapat kinukuhaan ng pera ang PhilHealth. It should be plowed back so that it can generate more money for more benefits for the contributors and para bumaba din eventually yung contributing amount ng contributors dyan, ng members ng PhilHealth. They fail us in education. Kasi mukhang ginamit din yung edukasyon para sa alam nyo na. They have failed us in providing any sort of service to the people. They allowed the prices of food to go up to the detriment of the public. Isa yan sa ginagawa talaga ng gobyerno. Kaya nga meron tayong NFA, kaya tayo meron DA. Nakikialam talaga ang gobyerno to ensure that the Filipinos can feed ourselves, that we have access to cheap food, that we have access to cheap and healthy food. May Nutrition Council pa tayo. Instead, they put up something like a criminal syndicate that controls who the importers are, that takes so much from public coffers because of the corruption in the Bureau of Customs. And because of this, because ipit yun yung mga importers left and right, they have no choice but to raise the price of food. Hindi rin nila nakokontrol. Pananamantala sa mga farmers, they don't want to control it. Kasi mahahalata sila masyado. If there is cheap food, hindi kikita yung mga importers. Kung cheap ang locally produced food, malulugi yung mga importers, wala na naman yung lagay ng reyna. Sabi ni Test to Test, the entire government is probably using drugs. I've watched videos where soldiers are partying in Malacanang at pinagyayabang pa nila, nag-live pa ang mga animal. Aray. Sabi ni Ma'am Joan, how come it is the Congress who decides what projects to implement when it is the LGUs who know what are happening on the ground? This prerogative should be removed. It is easier to file cases against corrupt LGUs than hire officials. Actually, hindi naman tinanggal yung projects that sa LGUs. It's just that mayroong pork barrel, tinago yun. So instead of the congressman having being provided money and and implementing the projects themselves, they can identify projects through pre-approved projects of the DPWH. So yun, hindi naman tinanggal yung sa LGU. Safe pa ba magdeposito ng ipon sa bank? As far as investments are concerned, banks are the worst possible places unless naka-money market ka. the suggestion is to really to invest them with a reputable investment house. Sabi ni Mang Jess, kung kinuha nila ang pera sa PhilHealth tapos hindi nila binigyan ng budget, paano na ang healthcare system natin? Sir, 2023 ko pa po sinasabi yan. And I would like to disabuse the notion of some people here, ha. Number one, sa Karambola, agribit yung akin, tsaka military. So, I did the stories on NFA from the Duterte administration all the way until the Marcos administration, at matagal na po naming nilabas sa Karambola yung taong may opisina sa loob ng customs na hindi naman siya customs official. So, don't come to my wall and say that somebody else did this, because I have been on the agribit since 2018. At matagal na po yang lumabas. Okay. As early as 2023, alam na namin at dinahandahan na naming ni-release yan. Number 2, yung mga issues ng healthcare, inimbestigahan din ng Karambola yan since the Duterte administration nag-carry over until the Marcos administration. Kaya may comparative commentary kami. Kaya nga 'di ba si Chaleco na tinatawag ni na Boss Conrad, o yung si Chaleco, ang daming kadramahan noon bilang kalihim ng kalusugan sa panahon ni Duterte. Pero pagpasok ng Marcos administration, pati yung mga issues sa PhilHealth, I did the reporting on Universal Healthcare Act. At kahit hanapin nyo pa yung mga live namin dito tungkol dyan. Kasi merong mga dayo dito sa wall, tapos sasabihin, may nauna nang naglabas niyan. Walang nauna sa amin, Karambola pa lang. Sabi nila Arnie, grabe yung narrative ng admin na ito na si Saldico raw ang new champion ng Duterte Camp. Di ba sobrang kabibuhan? Oo, nakikita naman natin that it's a stupid way to try to conduct their comms operations. So, okay, let me address these issues about the Supreme Court again. Ha? Yung mga tanong ninyo like, ano na nangyari ganito? Alam nyo, public yan eh. Kung walang balita tungkol sa nangyari sa mga kaso, it means wala pang nangyayari. Okay? And yes, cases sometimes take that long. Sabi ng iba, baka political yung reason kung bakit nagtatagal. I have no way to substantiate itong mga guesses na to. Okay? So, kumbaga, nakaka-frustrate eh. Parati nyo akong tinatanong, ano na nangyari sa habeas corpus, ano nangyari sa budget case, ano nangyari. Because once lumabas yung balita na yon, ibabalita ko sa inyo kaagad. So kung wala akong sinasabi, wala pa po. At hindi po ako mag-iimbento ng kwento tungkol dyan. Sabi ni Sebio, kahit ano gawin ni Saldi, wala na talaga siyang choice kundi take the lesser repercussions imbis na siya lang totally ang magiging fall guy. I think he has more options than that kasi ang dami niyang pera. Sabi ni Ma'am Jo, nag-isa si Erbosa ni Senator Cayetano that it will take daw almost 6 months to analyze the case rates. Cayetano said he can ask an IT expert that it can be done in 1 week. Totoo yan. Hi kay Eustace Kid. Sabi ni Archangel, UN pang issue nila sa X. Yun pang issue nila sa X sa Davao City na halata namang vote buying nila dati. Naglabasan uli ang mga video ngayon kaya naging silent bigla si Lacson. Yun na nga eh. There's something wrong with the administration. BBM had the temerity to say na siya yung naglabas ng issue ng corruption sa flood control. Para sa akin, sir, di ka ba nahihirinan yan? Di nyo pa nga sinusoli yung ninakaw before 1986 eh. Diba? Hirit-hirit ka dyan na corruption. O ano yan? Ano nangyari sa corruption? It has bitten them back in a major way. So, kasi sa lahat naman ng gagamitin nila talaga. But we see that this issue of corruption kasi papuntang Duterte yung mga yan eh. So he was so confident na hindi siya masasabuyan ng issue ng corruption. O ayan, now he's in the middle of it and sinking fast. Hi, Sir Art. Thank you kay Bingsky. Kawawa susunod na presidente ng Pilipinas, nilubog ng husto ni BBM sa kabanggan niya. Oh, we have to stop saying that. Once it's said, huwag niyo ulit-ulitin. Alam naman ni VP Inday yan. Pero ang totoo, mahihirapan kahit sinong maging presidente. But if a Duterte is at the helm, it's not going to be impossible. Kasi ginagawa niyo na naman ng PR yung yung kalaban eh. You have to be careful when you say something, even if it's sa tingin ninyo, ang sama-sama ng admin na to, they've made things so bad that the next president will have a hard time. Are you trying to discourage VP Inday? Sabi ni Joel Flores, nakakalungkot para kay PRD na sinapit niya ang ganito kapalit na pagbigay niya ng pagbabago sa bansa sa panahon na Siguro iklian na natin yung mga komentaryo kasi nahirapan na ako magsalita. Para dito sa mga nasa TikTok, tap naman yung heart. Ubo pa rin eh. Thank you kay DGS. Hi kay Miss Charmaine, maraming salamat po. Hi kay Tatay Strauss Fernandez. Uy, maraming salamat kay Jerry, kay Charmaine, kay Naili, kay Charmaine ulit. Thank you very much. Salamat po sa mga gifters. May pambili ng cup syrup. Salamat po for everybody who's saying get well soon. Maraming salamat po sa inyo. Thank you kay Kaki Gorit, kay Ma'am Charmaine. Okay. Sabi ni Kenneth, option quality climate environment na lang sir ma'am, wala na tayong may matago. Ano daw? Grabe naman kayo, kung pwede, i-angkla nyo naman yung mga komento ninyo dun sa pinag-uusapan natin. Hi, Adrian. Sabi ni Ma'am Joan, in Taiwan, case rates are specific on the disease. Uncomplicated acute appendicitis can be confined for 3 days only. Complicated cases like ruptured appendicitis allows for 10 to 14 days, while ruptured appendicitis with acute peritonitis, which is usually fatal, can be confined for a month. Iba-iba ang case payment dyan. Sabi ni John Luis, kailangan hindi manaigang despair. Very good. Sa ating mga nagmamahal kay PRD, he's doing a significant amount of sacrifice, so kung mawawalan tayo ng pag-asa, it will not help him either. Well said. Okay. Sabi ni Strictly, babalik ang tiwala pag nakaupo si VP Sara, regardless of the naysayers. Dami niyang nakukuhang vote of confidence sa pag-attend niya sa mga events, both business-related or foreign affairs. So, ayun. So, balikan natin, ha? Oops. Sabi ni Bok, influenced na ba ng CIA ang nangyayaring kaganapan sa Pilipinas? I'm not sure about that. It's very popular for people to ascribe government interference, dito sa Pilipinas, lalong-lalo na kung may presidente ka who seems to act like he's beholden to some foreign powers. But this is not the Philippines from 1980s. Kung kailan naman mayagpag yung mga alphabet agencies na ganyan. On the other hand, given how international politics always inform also local politics, I can't discount the possibility. I just don't have evidence to support it right now. Excuse me, I apologize for that. Nasagad ko yata ulit. Sabi ni Vinoy, bukas sa rally na Makabayan Block, pwede na raw yung Sara resign pero bawal BBM resign as per Akbayan. Ang weird, Why are some vloggers questioning Attorney Kaufman? Do you think that what he did wasn't enough for PRD? I think he did all he could based on how the ICC operates. Actually, as per former ICC Judge Raul Pangalangan, the raising of the issue of a health concern as a ground for an interim or possibly permanent release has never been raised in the ICC before. But if you have listened to the decision, they said, the appeals chamber judges said, pwede. It is and it can be recognized. It can be used as a ground for interim release. In the case of PRD, they said lang nga that it does not offset the possibilities that were raised by the pre-trial chamber with regard to hindi ka makikita. It does not offset the possibility of that the pre-trial chamber raised with regard to escape, etc. So, but panalo siya doon. Panalo yung point na yon. Health concern can be used now. It has never been done before. It has never been considered before. And it is groundbreaking for Attorney Kaufman. Yun nga lang, it doesn't apply daw to the case of Rodrigo Duterte. So later on, remember, this is pre-trial chamber. All of these can still be raised later on during the trial proper. Ito, and this is my favorite part. Sabi ni H dito sa TikTok, iyak. Okay. Alam mo, H, I will accept that. Oo, masama loob namin. Kasi mahal na mahal namin si PRD . Unfortunately, para sa boss, he will never be loved this way. He will not have people praying for him. at least to the extent of this. He will not have people who will defend him toe to toe every day. He will not have people who will even want to. Neither will you, H. So here's the thing. You come here and clothed in your anonymity, but this is what I'm going to do for you. I am going to pray that you will one day feel the depth of despair of losing somebody. I will pray that this will fall on you so hard, and then you will wake up and remember that you wished this on somebody else. Mark my words, it's going to happen to you. Sabi ni Ivy, let us pray more and cling to God, especially with this situation. Ang impossible sa tao, mahimong possible sa Ginoo. Dili lang tamo surrender sa pagtawag sa Ginoo. Ang atong Ginoo is a just God. One last, since pinaalala niya. Dun sa di ba, there were two prayer events that we posted, Christians for Duterte, as well as yung another one dun sa dito sa before the release of the decision. Tapos, yung mga tao na nagtitawag sa kanilang sarili nila na Kristiyano sila, they would say so many horrible things na naalala ko. This is what it means to be a Christian who does not understand his own Christianity. Ang gagaling nila. Nagmumura yan, nagagalit sila. Kesyo ganito daw ginawa ni Duterte, so they hope this or that thing bad happens to him. They were writing horrible, horrible things, and then I realized these people call themselves Christian. Wow. Ito sabi ni Lance, one option for Marcos is just to resign before it's too late for him. Delicadeza and truth to him is a word too foreign for him. BBM must be pushed to resign for the sake of the country. 2028 is a long wait. Given his makeup, given his history, given the fact of his upbringing and the experience of his family, he's not going to do that. He will hang on. He will hang on for dear life. Because remember, ano yung ginagawa ng mga katulad niya? Those people who have psychological issues would rather hold on. Even if sa tingin nila, nagka-create sila ng hope even when no hope exists talaga. There's also, he's still in the denial stage. Even if the whole world knows what he is up to, he'll still, Sino yun? Sino yung tinatawag niyong ganun? Hindi ako yun. Sabi ni Cloud, Deuteronomy says, it is mine to avenge, mine to repay. In due time, their foot will slip. The day of disaster is coming and doom rushes upon them. We're angry now, but we know our God will avenge us from the evils of Bongbong. His day of disaster is coming. Lalo ka na, boy. Grabe. Sabi ni John Luis, I hope you'll remember, yes, I remember Professor Eric De Torres. He said in one of his interviews, no, quite concerning yung pananahimik ng ibang survey firms amidst the flood control project controversies ngayon. I agree. I agree. So, mamaya uli, kailangan ipahinga yung boses. Tapos mamaya uli tayo. Okay? Hi kay Miss Weng. Thank you kay Miss Weng. So, we'll take like a couple more comments. Stop wasting your time. The process of finding justice for all has begun. Let go of your selfless feelings. Hindi ba yung selfish feelings yung dapat nile-let go natin? Sabi ni Wenghars, parang lumala yung sipon ko kasi naiiyak ako habang nanonood kanina. Sobrang bigat sa dibdib. Yes, ma'am. Ramdam natin lahat yan. Dapat group hug na lang tayong lahat. Group virtual hug for everybody who still feels bad. So, meanwhile, back at the ranch, tuloy-tuloy lang po tayo. Kapit lang. Remember, baka singilin tayo ni PRD when he goes home. Pag sabihin niya, o anong ginawa ninyo para sa bayan ninyo? Tinindigan nyo ba? Remember dati dun sa sa isang rally, sabi niya sa military, ito sinasabi ko na sa inyo, ito yung nangyayari. If you don't do anything about it, that's on you. Kayo na yan. At least nasabi na natin, we put them at their doorstep. Kung ayaw nilang gumalaw, that's on them. History will judge them. So, wag niyo nang problemahin yung mga sektor na hindi mako-convince o hindi nako-convince o may ibang dahilan na convince some other way. Iyaan nyo na. Mas marami pa rin tayo. Okay? Sabi ni Kim, thank you for all the effort you've given. Honestly, ang laking tulong niya sa amin. Thank you for continuously sharing your knowledge to us. Dami talaga namin natututunan sa inyo. And thank you for reminding us all the time to be courageous and stand our ground. Yes, please. Huwag tayong bibitiw. So, ang request ko na lang sa inyo, don't forget to like, share, follow, and subscribe. Importante po kasi nasa throttle na rin tayo kahit sa YouTube. Yung mga nakaka-late, yung notifications and so on. So, ang request lang po namin, tuloy-tuloy lang po yung pag-share, tuloy-tuloy lang po yung yung pag-ensure na umaabot tayo sa target audiences. Diba? So, thank you very much, everybody. I hope you will have a good day. And we'll be back for another live this evening. So, gigising akong maaga kasi baliktad yung oras eh. You are 14 hours ahead. So, dito, 6 o'clock na ng gabi. Alright? And finally, this is a good one. Ang dali i-defend ang posisyon natin compared sa level ng mental gymnastics na required ng kabilang kampo. So hold on and hold strong. Okay? So thank you very much, everybody. We'll see you later this evening.